So we are going to do something that I have not done yet with a Kolo Tino, and that is swap out the nibs. So theoretically, this should be easy. Somebody from Top Drawer has told me how to do this in a meeting, and so I got a custom grind done at Scriptus this week. I have an Architect nib from Anabelle in this pen. And what we're going to do, start with, we're going to remove that. I'm going to unzip this case. This is my fancy smashy nib case. I'm going to put the nib that actually goes back in this pen so that I don't lose pieces. So I have a single pen that is my nib grind pen for a size 5 and a size 6. And this Benu has been my nib grind pen this year for size 5 nibs. I really like it. It works really well and it's a good size. It's not a small pocket pen and it really stands out on a table. So I've been using this as my nib grind pen. This is an empty Schmidt vial. So it will go back in my case. I'll fill it up. So I have Schmidt's in fine, medium, broad, and then I've got Jovos over here in size 6 because those are my two most common nib sizes. But we are going to all right, it took a rubber glove, but I got it apart. And now I'm deciding that maybe you gonna stay teal. Line you up and then I'll put you in. There. All right. Let's now pull there. Let's now pull this one because this is what we're actually going to use. I've decided the Architect's going to go in this one. So let's take this out. Let's hope that we just slides out. All right, so I need this little nib. I need this little feed. All right, let's hope everything still writes. It is in no way lined up. Now we are lined up. Oh, we are so not lined up. All right, now that I am well and truly covered in ink, this is not a particularly tidy process. Stitch these feeds and this nib. There's a reason I covered the entire desk. Troubleshooting. I'm well and truly covered in ink now, but I care not. So this is super cool. The lines are not, oh no, they are. It's such a heavy pen that the lines aren't quite as crisp as they are in a lighter pen. But I am well and truly covered in ink. And let's make sure this is still writing. Yes, we are. Excellent. I will say, not an easy process. You're probably better to just get the nib grind on whatever nib is in your Tino, but I didn't have mine with me, and so I just used a pen that I had with me with a size 5 in it, knowing that it took a size 5 Schmidt and that I could pull the nib in the feed. It is one of the harder nibs and feeds to pull. Luckily, it does take a normal Schmidt feed, and so if you do damage the feed, you can just put a normal size 5 Schmidt feed in them. And so I wasn't super concerned because I knew I had extra feeds, and the housing are friction fit with a little clasp on the inside so they really don't come out. But I'm very happy. I'm so happy. All right, I'm gonna go clean my hands, and let me know down below if you have any other questions about the Kolo Tino or any other things you'd like to see me do with the pen.